Strategy RPGs or tactics games are one of my favourite genres of gaming, so I was excited to have the opportunity to play Absolute Tactics Daughters of Mercy. The story opens with Huxley, who is outside of town looking for treasure. He defeats a couple of monsters before noticing a statue. Before he knows it, there is a strange voice in his head and he's pulled into a plot to defeat the villains. The story early on sets the good vs evil storyline. Now, whilst this isn't a bad thing, the story did lack anything that truly drew me into it. Maybe a twist or even some extra complexity in the characters' personalities would have helped. This is a pure tactics game. The gameplay will be satisfying for many fans of the genre, with the basics being grid-based level, where you position your character and either use a basic attack or a skill to battle the enemies. The characters' available skills are based on their 2 equipped class handbooks, which provide 3 or so skills plus some status buffs. These class handbooks are also upgradable, effectively creating a job system. It allows for some flexibility, although I did find that I did not change the books much after I first equipped them. The game does gain points for having a skill called Pet the Dog, where yes, you pet your dog to gain a stat boost. It was a really cute skill to have. The battles for the most part felt balanced, and there is an optional difficulty to scale to your preference. Absolute Tactics has a little learning curve which comes mostly from memorising the character's attack range. The game would have been uplifted immensely by incorporating a button to check the attack range. I did find some other things that could have been improved in the battles, especially the fact that you can't move your characters through another. This often led to traffic jams and being unable to use certain party members during a turn. Also, each enemy often decides to do nothing during a turn, and it plays through them, which wastes time instead of just switching back to the player turn after the enemies that do move have had their turn. As for the controls, I ended up using the D-pad rather than the analog stick on the Nintendo Switch Pro controller, and I still occasionally moved the wrong way. Also, the fixed camera did not help in some of these situations. Thankfully, being a tactics game, nothing executes quickly, so I was always able to eventually get to the tile on the grid that I wanted to move to. In between battles, you can equip your heroes, use shops, or take on additional missions that reuse maps. The hub menu is clean and easy to use, however there isn't a lot to do outside the main battles. The music in the game complemented the atmosphere. It blended well into the background. The other sounds used for the text and the dog's bark were okay. I wish I could have turned off the noise for the text, but that's just a personal preference. Not all the game is voiced, however for the characters that were, I thought the voice acting was well done. The only downside was that the voice that says you have done well after defeating an enemy started to feel annoying after a little while.
But surely a great adventurer like you can handle it.
I enjoy the art style used in Absolute Tactics. It works particularly well for this genre of gaming. There are plenty of details both in the environment and character designs, so there is a lot to like. I can recommend Absolute Tactics Daughters of Mercy if you aren't into much of a story, because as a pure tactics game, it has a lot to offer. Now, there are a few bugs and the developers are working hard to fix this, and the game is far from perfect. However, if you do enjoy that pure tactics gameplay style, I would definitely give this one a go. Thank you so much for watching this review, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!